Working on the Prelude, doing complete front suspension, all the control arms, ball joint shocks, switching the conies. So I'm just trying to fix everything up so everything's at least ride decent. I have to get new tires, and most importantly, there's an oil leak. I have to figure out where that's coming from. I resealed the engine before, so some of the parts are new. But right now, the steering rack is new, the tire rod ends, but this is bad all over here. Upper and low control arms, change those, and also the bushing for the front radius rod. Loosen the tie rod bolt. You just hit the head with a hammer to pop it out if you don't have that special tool. Like I said, I worked on this car a lot, so most of the parts should come out easily because they're basically brand new. This one's a 17 at the top. So this one might be a little fight because it is old. That came out pretty smooth. Do the same thing, just hit it with a hammer. I'm replacing this arm, so I don't really care if I damage the threads. Okay, that's off. Now I gotta work on taking these out. These should be 17s also. Then we'll drop the whole arm out. But like I said, I'm doing everything, so I'm just gonna start taking apart the shocks also. And there's a chance I may have to take off the lower ball joint because I have that. I'm gonna see if I can change it on the car. If not, I'm gonna have to take this whole thing out and change it outside. Just gonna take the whole spindle off. So this is a 36. These are the lines for the caliper bolts, so those are 12, so I'm going to take those off now. I've already removed this bolt right here. That's one that holds the fork onto the shock. After I remove these, I'm going to go here, take these out. These are 14s, take the screw out, and also the sway bar link. That should be a 12. So once I take that off, just dislocate this ABS sensor or speed sensor. These are 10s. Take this off so I can just remove this whole thing out. So everything is basically free up right now. Next is I'm just going to take off the entire caliper with the bracket. These are 17s. So took everything off. I wish I did get new wheel bearings, but these didn't seem to have an issue before, so everything's right here. Now these are probably good, but I'm already here, so I just want to change everything and be good. So here's the old versus the new. These are, I think, Dormans. Yeah, these are Dorman control arm. They should be decent. So changing it right. I mean, this one's kind of jacked up, so at least for the upper control arms, I know I needed to change them. So I'm just gonna throw these in. And then you just tighten the bolts onto them. So I got the lower control arm off, just matching it up as usual. So it's the wrong side, this is the left side. I have to go get the right one. and it seemed like it's moving a little too free for me. So like I said, I'm already here, so I'm just gonna change it. It doesn't seem like it's bad right now, but it might be going bad. So here's a new one. Everything looked to be about right. I'm gonna just check to make sure the threads are good, and then just start working on reassembling the new shocks. I'm using ground controls, and the car's not gonna be as low as it was before, so I just thought some regular shocks should be able to do it compared to the eBay ones that were on it before. So install the control arm. It goes into this little area right here. It's a 17, slide it through, tighten it up, and then you just catch these two holes on the radius rod. Here's the part, sometimes this is a little bit tilted, so you gotta basically twist it a little bit in order to get it back into the hole without stripping out the bolts. Like right now, if you look at it, it's not level, so it's a little fight, but it's not too bad. Okay, so I got these in. These are tightened up. The sway bar link is a little bit loose, and so is that bolt. These are also a little bit loose, so give it a little bit of play. And normally what I do is I put everything together, then put the jack underneath the wheel, lift up to about right height, and then I tighten up those 4 points. So now I'm just going to move over to this. I need a top hat off of it so I could install it on the new shock and the new coilovers. It's about to start raining, so I'm kind of just rushing. So this is what the whole assembly looks like. I'm going to see if I could just assemble another one just to show you guys how it's supposed to look. So I don't have the ball joint removal tool. So basically what you do is you take the C-clip off, and there's a little shield over here that protects the wheel bearing. You just pop that out and you just beat it with a hammer, and it comes right out. Now same thing, just hit it from here and squeeze it all the way down. So the battery died. The sky's looking gloomy. I think you guys can see it, like it's about to rain. So I'm just trying to power through this as fast as possible, because tomorrow I'm trying to do the back. So right now the front's on, everything is tight, secured, cotter pins are in. Now one thing I have to do up to the front is redo everything on the other side and come back and do the sway bar bushing. I'm probably going to do that tomorrow. So let's just hurry up and get everything going on the second side. Okay, since we're running low on time, I just pulled the whole thing out. Control arm, everything. I could assemble this inside the garage when I'm taking out the lower ball joint. So I'm just going to try to hurry up and install all the other parts. So at least I could get majority of the work done. So tomorrow all I got to do is really just worry about putting in the spindle. So this is how we're gonna just change this ball joint. You basically take off the C-clip and then take off the boot, and now this is it. All you gotta do is basically just hit it with a big hammer and make sure you don't damage the threads on the studs. There you go, it just pops right out, and the shield popped out also. That's the shield you need to take out in order to get the ball joint out. The new ball joint is in, we have enough room to install the C-clip, so I'm going to do that right now. So in order to put this shield back in, you just basically put it in like that and just tap it in with a hammer. You're not trying to destroy it, but you want it to at least seat. It's kind of hard to do with one hand, but I think I get the message.